Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to the Sassy Dragon, which is me. My name is Ariel and I am here to share a blind review on this, I think it's a newly reimagined fragrance from Jo Malone. That would be their Rose Water and Vanilla fragrance. I've never actually bought a full-sized Jo Malone perfume before, but this one looked really good to me, and I noticed that it was quickly selling out. It sold out really like within one day of its release on Sephora. I think Nordstrom still has it. That's where I got it. But on the Jo Malone site itself, it is also sold out. So kind of excited to give this one a try. I have not smelled this one before. I looked on fragrantica.com, and I do really love, I gotta say, I love the little box that this is coming in. Very, very nice if you're giving it as a gift as well. So this one, it looks like on Fragrantica in 2010, there was another fragrance called the same thing, Rose Water and Vanilla, but I think that the notes might be a little bit different and they have not been updated on that site yet. So I will be reading you the notes from the Nordstrom site itself. So this is a limited edition fragrance featuring notes of rosewater and vanilla. It has rosewater, vanilla, and it says a succulent bite of Turkish delight. Ooh, so we are going to see what this smells like. Definitely getting the rosewater right off the top. Oh my goodness. That's just from smelling it. I'm smelling some neroli in here too. There's definitely a little of that orange blossom. I'm going to spray it on paper first and see what it's like there, and then I'll put it on my arm. Definitely getting more neroli from this than I thought I would. The vanilla is, oh yeah, the vanilla is nice in this. And this is to me this is kind of a candy vanilla. This is not a cake-like or cookie dessert kind of, it's not a baked good vanilla. This is more of a candied vanilla. It's a little soft. It's a little powdery. The vanilla, it makes me think of powdered sugar, you know, on a vanilla treat or candy. The rosewater part of it is very fresh, but guys, if you don't like neroli, that kind of orange blossom neroli thing going on, it really has that. And that is not something that was stated in the initial notes. But for my nose, it's definitely there. So if you're not big into that, I wouldn't recommend it. It's nice. It's light, sweet, feminine. I wouldn't call it a heavy floral. The big things that are there are the rose neroli mix, and that, you know, and probably because it's a rose water, not a full-on rose, it's not going to be as heavy on that. But I definitely get that, you know, that Turkish delight kind of candied sort of note in there. It definitely has that like powdered sugar vanilla kind of feeling. This is nice. It's simple. I would say that this is a pretty easy blind buy, but definitely be aware that there is that neroli orange blossom note in there, which is not mentioned on their official site or any of the official releases where they're selling this. And that's the only reason that I may not personally keep this or, you know, use it a whole lot. I like orange blossom neroli, but it's only in specific fragrances. I'm not sure that I dig it in this one. I'd have to let this dry down. And it's getting just a little bit more fruity as it dries down. I'm noticing that too. It's almost like, I don't want to call it grape, but it is just a tiny bit of that grapey kind of, it's subtle, but it's there. So I'm going to mention it anyway. This is considered a cologne, so I'm not sure what that is in terms of strength, right? I'm not sure if that's more along the lines of an EDP. I know Jo Malone doesn't call their stuff eau de parfum or eau de toilette. It is a cologne. Sometimes a cologne is on par with an eau de toilette or an EDP strength and longevity. I've noticed like the fragrance company Atelier, which I think is defunct for now. Like I think they're temporarily down, but they're coming back. They always called all of their fragrances colognes, and they were nice and strong. They were more like an EDP. So I'm thinking Jo Malone is probably more like that. But let me smell it again as it's drying down. I think I like it more as it dries down. This is really good if you're not looking for a heavy scent. There is nothing musky, woodsy, heavy, no patchouli, obviously. You know, it's not any of those like deeper, heavier dry downs. Not at all. This, to me, this would actually be perfect for spring, which is, you know, in a couple months. So to me, if you're gonna jump in on this one, definitely do it fast, because this is a perfume that seems to be selling out really, really well. I think obviously a lot of people really do enjoy it. I do love that combination of rose with vanilla. It always has such a nice vibe to me. But the only thing that makes it not exactly my favorite is that bite of neroli that's in there. It is that little bit of that orange blossomy smell. I would be happier with this if it was more purely rose and vanilla with a little bit of that candied scent, and it has all of that. Don't get me wrong, but my nose is picking up a little bit more neroli than rose, and that's something that I wish was different about this one. But it is quite beautiful. If you like all of those notes, absolutely go for it, because I don't think this one will be available for very long. Comes in this cute little 1.7 bottle, nice heavy glass. Really like the top. Yeah, the simplicity of design in their bottles is very beautiful, and I really do. Again, I really like this little box that it comes in. It has a very classy vibe, especially if you're giving this as a gift. I would say this would be fine for any age, from young to old. It doesn't matter. I'm not somebody that usually ascribes age to fragrances anyway, because I am a firm believer that if you like it, you should wear it and enjoy it, no matter what your age, no matter what the season. It's only about what makes you feel happy. So try it out if you like those notes. I'm mostly getting the rose, I'm getting neroli, I'm getting a kind of like nice powdered sugar, kind of candied vanilla in there, and there is a little bit of that grapey note. And, you know, sometimes tuberose notes can pull a little bit grapey. I would love to see the deeper breakdown of the notes, because they're not mentioning things like that in there, but I'm definitely smelling them. So, Jo Malone, Rosewater and Vanilla, the 2022-23 edition. Give it a shot, guys. I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.